Hi there, this is Hermie Bacchus, Senior Executive Field Director for Premier Financial Alliance, and we're here with our Team Elite Weekly. I'm your host. Thank you for viewing, and we got two guests today, and I'm very, very excited because this is actually our first episode of our Team Elite Weekly, and we had just come back from our trip, Europe trip with Premier Financial Alliance. And the first guest.
Hi, my name's Wayne Meadows III.
Hello, I'm Teresa from Pedro.
Wayne, would you mind just introducing yourself?
My background, I actually came from the auto industry. I managed a luxury auto dealership for about 10 years, and when I found PFA, that was my world, the sales environment, and I came across PFA about 2.5 years ago.
And how about you, Teresa?
I'm Teresa. I've been a nurse at Kaiser for 15 years, and I've been in PFA for 3 years now. And I was able to quit my other job at San Leandro by doing this PFA.
Now, what got you decided to join PFA?
I attended a boot camp, and then by attending the boot camp, I saw the value of the product, the system, and the income. And I told myself, oh, this is not hard thing to do. So then I started working on it, and until I got the passion of sharing the product. And at the same time, I was able to be the best out of me by doing this. Thank you.
How about you, Wayne?
For me, working weekends and spending a lot of time away from home, I was really after time freedom. And I found that through the PFA opportunity. That's what really got me excited to learn more about how do I get more time to be with my family. On a personal note, I got this really burning desire from my wife, who actually mentioned to me just very honestly, at what point will she ever not feel like a single mom on the weekends? And that struck a chord for me. So I wanted to learn, how do I get more time back to be with my family? I'm a father of 3, and that was really important to me.
So you've been that long, what got you to stay?
In life, we have very few opportunities to have someone that genuinely cares about our well-being. And so from learning from you, Hermie, and of course my mentor, Ellis Paz, that was the first and foremost reason why I decided to stay, is because of the people involved and the culture that they've created, because I wanted to learn from people that had more time with their families, because that was my motivating factor. And the second was this idea of discipline. I know in business it takes time to develop something worthwhile. So for me, I get that there's going to be times where I have maybe a downfall or maybe a setback or a time where I feel like not moving forward. But because of mentorship, I know the wisest thing I can do is reach out to you or Ellis to make sure that I am on the right track.
How about you, Teresa?
Yes, what made me stay at PFA is because of the culture, the people I work with. They're very supportive in order for you to achieve your goal. I was able to grow not only spiritually, financially, everything. I grow by attending those mentorship. And also at the same time, if I follow the system, they have a system that when you follow, you're gonna reach the top.
Can you share your experience, just the efforts and the journey that you have to take so you can qualify?
It's really my first time to be on the elite trip. I hit this trip because of I tried to achieve the bonus pool each month, and at the same time, by hitting the bonus pool, I was able to be qualified as QFD this coming July, and also I was able to do the deferred compensation, and that's it.
And you hit your ring too, right?
And I hit my ring also at the same time.
It's $100,000.
$100,000.
Income.
Income as a cash flow and as a part-time.
This was my first trip as well with PFA, and when I first got involved, you hear the stories of how PFA will take you on these world-class vacations.
Yeah.
But one of the things that really struck me the most for my wife and I was we had already traveled the world before, but never like this. The past year, in 2018, striving for this trip, it helped me realize this was the reason why I was working so hard. This was the reason why I would leave to go do appointments, because I wanted to treat my wife in this way. I wanted to show my family the world. And PFA did that for me. And one memorable thing that happened to us while we were there is we had a dinner with the CEO and founder of PFA, David Carroll, and he mentioned to me personally why he did the trips for us, Achievers, but more importantly, why he wanted this to be our family vacations every year. And he simply said to us, don't worry about taking vacations, let me worry about that, you just get to work. And that inspired me to want to go out and strive even further for this company, and it was worthwhile.
So how do you feel about Team Elite?
Team Elite is the embodiment to me of personal development and mentorship. What really struck me the most about the culture here was that it was different than most business opportunities. The emphasis and the focus was on personal development for the individual within a company. Team Elite's culture is, how do we get you to become the best version of you? And by building literally an army of people learning to become better themselves, if you will, that would make a stronger team and a stronger mindset for those going forward.
I'm really very proud to be in Team Elite because Kuya Hermes' support for us is never ending. Team Elite is the best team. Thank you.
What would be your message? Just a quick message for everybody that's looking. Let's start with Teresa.
To stay focused, be consistent. Don't tell me that it is hard unless you do it. So if you want something, you will achieve it.
So what would be your message for them?
Be very mindful of who you take advice from, because it makes all the difference. And so that would be my overwhelming message, is be very mindful of who you listen to.
Thank you. Thank you for being here today, joining us on our Team Elite Weekly. And just to recap everything, you guys, to find a good opportunity, we all need two things, right? Number one, you have to have the right opportunity. Number two, you have to have the right mentor. Mm-hmm. And when I talk about opportunity, it's always about, is it a real opportunity? When I say about real opportunity, is that really, is there anyone making money? And if there's anyone making money, who are the people making money? Can an average person like me and you can make money? Mm-hmm. Second one is mentorship, very important, because you could be in the right opportunity, but with the wrong mentor, then you'll still not be successful. So it's very important, because I always believe this, you guys, that you become who you listen to. And so mentorship is the key to your success. Not only having the right opportunity, but also with the right mentor. Guys, thank you for being with us today, Team Elite Weekly. Until next week, I'll see you guys soon. This is Hermes Bacchus, Senior Executive Field Director, your host.